really good time.
If you look at Innocence's tombstone, it's got Trail of the Burning Doom on it. And that will show up on fire, and so will he.
So let's talk about this top lane, though, because, they have this Undying, but...
We've got 3 heroes here, and Undying's already in trouble. 1 second stun, but he'll freeze over, and Ori gets first blood immediately.
Has been killed.
Is this defusal already here?
Yes.
Top lane, Cold Feet. Go after Ame, Mortimer's Kisses, and he's going to try and walk away from this one. Erica up top. They get the kill into PYW as well as DY, though. There was in 2 on Vici. They still haven't killed off the CK. Reality Rift, right click's coming in. Spectral Dagger, finally he falls, but he's traded. Faith Beyond takes out Erica. 3-for-1 trade in the favor of LGD.
Goldie's only 1,000, but the XP lead's almost 3,000.
Yeah,
but it is just a brood.
Quite a bit. Snowball over to the neutrals. PYW in some trouble. Faith Beyond right on top of this Tusk. We've got DY coming over. The Thunder God's Wrath from nothing to say gets the kill into PYW. They look over at Ori. They've got the Tombstone down to the high ground. A little Shredder to try and take it out, but Sorb keeps it alive for a second. They'll take out Ori. They'll take out DY. 3 heroes dead. Old 11 comes over to make the trade on the Innocence.
Yeah, I mean, he has to do this game though, right? Because it's not even just the Brood Mother. It's the Spectre and the Tusk as well. Mid lane, hang on, Snowball.
Snowball still going in on him. Mortimer's Kiss is coming through. They get the kill and nothing to say. Faith Beyond comes over with the Crippling Fear right on to PYW, trying to TP out. They have the damage to take this Tusk. How far can they really feel comfortable chasing? It looks like they want to go.
With the Phantasm.
And he's coming around the side. Old 11 goes after this Faith Beyond Night Stalker and just blows him up. Ice Blast comes out from DY. They get the kill on Ori, and now Ame forced the TP away. That'll leave Innocence by himself. He's on the run, but Old 11 and Erica will follow him up. And they should be able to get the kill. They've got the defusal. Yeah, it's off cooldown. That'll slow him down.
Relocate.
Some trouble. Relocate to the side. That actually keeps him alive.
Old 11 mid lane. He doesn't have a BKB yet.
He's in some trouble. They have a 3-second stone with the silence, and now they're going to take out the Brood. Old 11 drops to Ame. That is a massive kill here for LGD.
EYW's TPing in. Kisses are coming through.
Faith Beyond. Mortimer's Kisses. Snowball there. Faith Beyond outrunning it. They've got the stun out on Ori. They get the kill into the Snapfire. Now they look over PYW. He can't get away from this one. Snowball on cooldown. Reality Rift pulls him in. Ame now dominating. That's Erica. Old 11 towards the front has that 9-second BKB going. Nullifier next.
I mean, they're always just popping the Dark Ascension to get information here.
Seems like it, yeah, just get the vision. Reality Rift with the stun. Fire Snap Cookie. Thunder God's Wrath comes in. They've got the BKB on Old 11. He starts the retreat, but now looks over potentially at Faith Beyond. They have the silence with the Crippling Fear out on Erica for a second. Over to the side is nothing to say. The Reality Rift comes out on Erica. 4-second stun. Spectre saved by the Snowball. Ice Blast coming in towards the back with the Mortimer's Kisses on Ame. He pops the BKB. He'll find DY. Somehow surviving for now, but a 2-second stun. Decay comes out from Innocence onto this Ancient Apparition, making it a little bit easier for Ame, and they'll buy back. They'll throw in PYW. They've got themselves the Walrus Punch as well as the Snowball that's going to hit into Ame. He actually snowballs back towards the creeps. They're able to take out the Aegis, and now how comfortable do LGD feel going into this? The Cold Feet, the damage, out on nothing to say. They get the kill to the Zeus. They look over Faith Beyond. Night Stalker in some trouble, pops the Crippling Fear, but he's chased down. They've got the damage of the Relocate. Again, just getting the escape, and they're going to come back into this fight. The question is, do they continue to fight? Oh, it's not looking likely because Ame is dead. Ice Blast hits, Cold Feet's there. They bring back Shinkyu. He's trying to TP out, but the Fire Snap Cookie lands from Ori, and they'll find another one. Vici come roaring back.
A relatively good timing, we should add as well, from Erica.
Considering the pace of the game and how slow it felt from him at first, but he did a good job. They'll use the Haunt, they go up to Jinkyu, they get the kill there onto this Wisp. And they'll draw forward, they look over at Innocence as well as Ame. Innocence pops the ult. Oh, good dodge of the stone with the Manta. They've got Spiderlings coming over on Ame's right. He gets up the stairs. It's spiders versus zombies once again. The Crippling Fear is out on top of the Broodmother, but the right-click damage doesn't care for that. The BKB gets popped by Old 11. He'll continue to chase on a Faith Beyond. They get the kill into Innocence. They look over as he tries to get under where the Tier 2 used to stand, but there's really nowhere for him to run. Old 11 gets the kill into Faith Beyond, and it's a 4K lead for Vici. I mean, I say already, but he's almost got 20k net worth. They've got a 3-second stun. The BKB that's pop. Fire Snap Cookie the wrong direction. So now the tether from Jinkyu. Now they'll look for the snowball.
He has blink as well.
He'll try to just get the blink. Good shards. But
Do they want to help
forward? I don't know if they want to go.
Yeah, I think Vici want to fight though. Look at the Zeus.
They turn around and they get the kill on nothing to say. Old11 gets credit there, but right around PYW. So they end up trading 1-for-1 so far. Faith Beyond not feeling comfortable going further just by himself. He's waiting for the rest of his team to show up. DY comes forward. Rod of Atos, Ice Blast, Spectral Dagger. Old11 gets the kill on Jinkyu, so they no longer have themselves the Wisp, but they get the kill there out onto Old11 as well as DY. They take out the Brood. Brood's dead for 92. They look and focus their attention onto Ori, who's trying to run. But there's the Void and there's the stun, so the damage is there to get this kill onto the Snapfire. Erica, the only one able to TP out.
This
Moving
on
at
the Zeus.
630 movement speed right now. Thunder God's cut. Wrath comes out for Vision. They've gotten the Nimbus down right on top of Ori. He's in trouble. By the way, they've lost the point booster, so the Scotty's going to be delayed. They get the kill on Ori. They've used the Haunt, though, jaunt over, but it's under the Nimbus. So Erica, he put himself in a little bit of an interesting spot. Old11 goes towards the back to try and get the kill on the Innocence. They'll drop the Tombstone on the high ground. They look over at Erica. They get the kill on the Spectre. They'll take the first life. BKB's been popped by Faith Beyond, going after Old11, who popped his BKB, but it's a lower timing because he's used it earlier on. 100 seconds dead on this Brood Mother. 80 seconds gone as Erica dies for the second time. Wow. We said it was a rough couple of minutes there for the Wisp, but 3-3 and 19 doing a very good job. And relocating. That's going to be over bottom. BKB's been popped by Faith Beyond. They've got the silence on 3 of these heroes. They get the kill on a DY. Void coming out, but Jinkyu, he shows up to the fight and regrets it. Ice Blast coming out, but it's off the mark. They'll still get the kill here on a Faith Beyond. Over aggression, and they pay for it dearly.
Yeah, it definitely can. But, you look at Vici's lineup and they do struggle to find openings in fights. It feels like LGD has started everything in like the last 5 fights or so. Where's their initiation, right? It feels like it's the Gobbler. And it's LGD style.
Wrath, crippling fear. BKB's been popped by Faith Beyond. They've got the Nimbus down across 3 of these heroes. Old11 comes over. Will try to kill this Night Stalker who's using that Void. Old11 holding the BKB, uses the Diffusal Blade, has the silence onto the Night Stalker as well as the Gobble Up and the Spit Out right on top of both the Wisp as well as the Night Stalker. DY in pretty deep, but they get the kill on a Faith Beyond. They'll take a 1. They end up losing Ori. Erica moving forward. Now they say he'll drop as well. He's dead for 2 minutes. DY, he falls to the Soul Rip of Innocence. On the backline, so they've got the Walrus Punch out on Ame to still get the kill onto Jinkyu. They lose a 3rd on LGD. And now Phantasm Shards come out. PYW taking massive amount of damage, and the break is out of the Spectre, forced to run. Old11 trying to man-fight Ame. Ame at about half health. It's a 2v1 situation with Innocence just trying to Soul Rip and keep him alive, but they go out and hold fire on Ame. They get the kill on Old11. They'll take out the Brood Mother, but Spectre ends up surviving. Erica goes after Innocence. It looks like it might be a full team wipe, but he goes for the TP as well as the Shadow Amulet and escapes.
He's getting there. But I mean,
refresher. Looking over, Decay.
They have no Tombstone.
No, and this Roche is getting low. Faith Beyond flapping his wings. He's in the air. They brought PYW over. Now he walks in, and they'll use the Crippling Fear. They've got the Thunder God's Wrath. Aegis snatched by PYW. They get the kill for the Dire.
And the
Spectre. It's an Aegis on the Tusk. That means Erica's dead. They'll get a second life on a PYW, and now he's on the run. Doesn't look like he'll make it far out. Jinkyu from a distance doing a lot of damage to the Snowball on a Faith Beyond, but it won't matter. The Nimbus strikes him down, and a God from a distance kills off this Tusk. We picked it up, kind of like the neutral items. Whoa, Walrus Punch, Haunt, Mortimer's Kisses with the BKB pop by Ame. They go after PYW. They've got a 4-second stun. Thunder God's Wrath coming through from nothing to say. A lot of damage being done onto the Tusk, but he goes into the Snowball trying to survive. It looks like an inevitable death, but the stun hits on a 2. They'll still get the kill on a PYW and look for more. It's the blink forward. DY, he ends up TPing out. They'll continue to move forward for Erica as well as Ori. They'll relocate out in front. They've got the Void that brings Jinkyu over. They'll tether over on the Faith Beyond. Ori getting hit up hard. Havoc hammer down. Ori ends up dead. The buyback comes out from the Snapfire as well as the Tusk. Try to fight this, but they've already lost Erica. Erica's got buyback. Old11 trying to TP away and just does. Well, that fight over bottom, they didn't need to start the fight.
That's what I mean, though. The fights are going better for them. Oh, hang on, Ori.
Stun coming out. Ame very far ahead. Goes after Ori. Ice Blast comes through. Ori survives. Fire Snap Cookie away. Got the Walrus Punch. Nimbus down, but it's not really on anybody. They hit the Snowball. And now Ame, he drops. He's dead for 99. He doesn't have buyback. The BKB gets popped by Old11. They'll take the Nimbus. They have the Hex coming through from the Prince's Knife. Old11 ends up running. PYW now He's right under the wings of Faith Beyond, trying to TP out, but the damage is there. They'll take it a third, looking over at fourth. Old 11 tries to run, but nothing to say is there. And Vici lose fourth.
The CK to save him.
Radiant's middle barracks.
Gobble up, spit out, stuns up Innocence. He's dead. But he's got himself that second
he's
life. He's level
25.
25. He's got the reincarnation. Faith Beyond coming over with the crippling fear. They'll look over at Erica. Erica trying to get away. And they'll take out Ori, who's dead for 110 seconds. They'll use the haunt. Spectre jaunting over, but in
Spectre's
some
in
trouble. I believe just started that TP, and they'll just call GG. Erica gets chased down and killed. Vici end up losing to LGD.
Prepare for battle.
I'm just hoping we get another action-packed game like last time, because that was real fun.
Definitely feels like it could be one of those games. That's for sure.
I hate to say this, Beagle.
Begins.
I don't think he will. And it's Ori playing mid this time as well.
Yeah, so the natural mid is back. Innocence on him, -2 damage, but it won't matter. Ame gets the
First
kill.
blood, and a point well taken.
Already a bit of an early
PYW
jump start,
as well.
and PYW, he stands his ground. They've got the sleep. Win run used. Now, one arrow comes in, but PYW will still make an escape.
He does have a salve as well. What lane is what DY? Straight down. Oh, Innocence, the courier mid. He went to deny to the tier 2.
Ori! Oh no! This
Oh
is the
my
courier.
god. He tried to deny to the tier 2 mid. He's like, oh my god, there's a courier. Thanks very much.
Wow. Well, bottle not there for Pugna for at least a minute and a half because of travel time. That's certainly not fun.
Yeah, that's not great, because Pugna was doing really well in this in mid lane, but Ori needs the mana sustain to be able to keep having that advantageous matchup.
He's 25-8 going into the first item Vanguard.
Radiant's bottom
He's just
tower.
counter helixing right now. Gets the call. Erica,
One more
2
spin.
counter helixes. Now another bash. Oh my. Battle Hunger, counter helix. Jin Q comes over. Power shot doesn't land. Faith Beyond trying to stand his ground. Now the Shackle doesn't connect.
Yeah, he's salving up the Wisp here as well.
Oh, that finally gets stopped. But Faith Beyond, he's got a lot of creeps. PYW needs to run. That could have been very dangerous.
I mean, he almost killed the Void there, because he's not level 6, but like Void without the jump had to be so careful.
Faith even.
Oh, PYW.
Some trouble. Swap comes out into the call. Faith Beyond, he'll hit 6 off that.
That looks so effortless.
Yeah, very clean.
Obviously, like the swap into the call, I mean.
Yeah. How quickly is Faith Beyond about to have a Blink Dagger?
Yeah, it's good for him.
Life
Lane,
drain, top
uh-huh.
lane, Ame. Guess the life sucked out of him very quickly. Ori makes the rotation,
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
and he's almost got it. He'll disassemble the boots, but they're right up on Ori. Faith Beyond coming over, Battle Hunger in, nothing to say with the magic missile, trying to life drain Jin Q, but he survives with a little bit of help. The Shackle comes in, but it's not in time. Now they've got the swap on a PYW. The chase is on from PSG LGD. PYW running, swap once again, though that's not into a call. Magic missile, and now Faith Beyond. He's got the Culling Blade, and he'll just dunk on PYW. They'll get 2, as both Ori and PYW fall. This is Void.
Oh, this is
Innocence trying to draw them in.
this is a precarious position there for Vici, with Underlord being so low as well.
Yeah, Blink Call comes out, and now Ice Blast is through, but they've got the Culling Blade. They'll land the Shackle on the
the
Tethered
sleep.
Heroes, but PYW can't follow that up. The Marksmanship and the multi-shot coming out on the PYW. Well, Marksmanship uncontrolled, obviously, but Ori, he dies to nothing to say. They've got themselves 2. They'll look over the
Relocate
tier
coming
1
in.
tower. Relocate, Shackle lands on a Faith Beyond. He connects to a tree, but they've got the Magic Missile trying to wind run away.
Radiant's
And
middle
nothing to
tower
say, he
is
doesn't have a
under
swap.
attack.
So he escapes.
And I mean, Ori dying there is again the biggest kill, and LGD are now hitting this timing that we felt like they had to hit to try and really push their advantage this game. But
Radiant's
yeah, killing Ame, big kill for Vici. They
Yeah,
just need to
Vincenzo.
keep this Void farming for now. Try and hit like a second item timing. I assume he's going to go
Okay,
BKB.
bottom, PYW hit with the call. They've got the relocate in and the damage to get this kill on a PYW. Sweet.
They're trying to fight around the bounty rune.
Bit of Malice, Ice Blast comes out on a 2. They've got the life drain, nothing to say, in some trouble. PYW will get the kill there. So, they would have liked Innocence to be the one who dies in that situation.
Yeah, but again though, as long as it's not one of the key heroes in the Axe and the Drow at the moment, I think that's big. Yeah, they won this Void, but they don't see the rest of the heroes on the map, and they're going to show mid here.
Bit of Malice, Rod of Atos, Ice Blast all coming through, but the swap to avoid it. Now the Cold Feet is placed onto the Venge. They've also got the Shackle, so he'll freeze over, but the Blink Call comes through onto the Underworld. They have the damage to take out the life of Old 11. Now the swap is out, and they'll take out Ori. 2 kills there for LGD, and they'll look for more. PYW throws the Shackle, DY in some trouble. He's a third gone for Vici.
LGD get done with this. Yes, it's going to be like a 4k, 5k net worth advantage, but it doesn't mean it's all said and done. You've got to go high ground against a Void, against an Underlord, against an AA. Bot lane, there's a stomp. Ooh. I think Pugner just got the TP. Did someone TP out?
Chronosphere used over mid, Ice Blast coming through, nothing to say, he'll end up dropping.
Okay.
For the second time.
Not gonna lie, I'm gonna argue that's not enough to,
Dire's middle
with a
tower
chrono
is
to,
under attack.
like, be safe about this, because Axe is gonna go in here.
Yeah, Blink, ooh, looking for the call, not gonna land. Shackle hits, PYW coming through with that now. They've got the Pit of Malice down, he'll freeze over on the Axe, but there's the stun on Erica, forced the time walk away. The damage coming out from Ame is a lot, so Erica really forced back. They bought back on nothing to say. Cold Feet on him, he's got one more swap to use, won't use it. Instead, Magic Missile out on a DY. Windrunner
They need to stop.
Ancient Apparition fall.
They need to stop blowing everything on nothing to say to find kills. It's just not movement speed gets set to the same movement speed of your hero. So when he got decrept up there and threw the spirit out,
Radiant's
oh
bottom
god,
tower
just gets
is under attack.
Caught
What?
top.
But first,
Dire's middle
This is
tower
where he
is under
TP'd
attack.
to, and
Radiant's
OGD.
structures
look at
Chill
this
out.
ward that they've got by the tower. They just catch
Radiant's
him
bottom
as that
tower.
Hurricane Pike working with an Aegis.
they've smoked on Vici's side. But they're about to run into Faith Beyond here. Yeah, he even though he sees the AA, he instantly blinks away because he knows he just broke a smoke and doesn't know who's behind him.
Radiant's
They are
bottom
coming
tower
over.
is under
They're
attack.
playing around their vision really well. Here, you see Faith Beyond breaking the smoke.
Is under attack.
The Malice comes through. They'll use the Chrono again on nothing to say. Ice Blast followed up. That flies in. But they've gotten the help from Jinku. Use that mech. Gets the Venge up to full health. So now they're starting to turn this around on Eric, who's forced the Tomahawk away. But
Where's
they've got
the
swap.
damage?
They'll bring back the Faceless Void. And they really don't have a lot of damage. But the Pit of Malice is down. A couple of Essence Ring on nothing to say with the Bashes coming out. They'll take out the Venge. They start to retreat on the side of OGD because Ame, he's sitting really low. 4 staff.
There's Aegis.
Just surviving. But now the Aegis goes down. Link Call, I believe, was on a 2 with the BKB pop by Erica. They have the
Good
shackle. That
shackle.
lands to the illusion. Ooh, Faith gone in some trouble. He freezes over thanks to the Cold Feet. They've also got the BKB running out on Erica. So they might need to
Innocence?
back off. Ori gets killed off by Innocence. Innocence, who's whacking with 395 extra damage. Looks over at PYW. They have the Calling Blade. They'll take out the Windrunner. Now they look towards the back. Old 11 trying to run, and the relocate, they're starting to really collapse on them. They go after Old 11, they'll take the kill on the Underward. Now they look over at Erica. Ice Blast coming in as well as the Life Drain, but they got the Blink Call on both those heroes. They'll take out Ori. They look over at Erica, and OGD just keep coming. They look for this Void. Finally, they'll be able to get him low, but not down. He time walks onto the high ground. They look over at Old 11 once again, who has bought back into this fight. DUI dead for the second time, it seems. Old 11, he's getting body blocked. They've got the call ready to go with the right clicks coming in from Ame. They'll take out Old 11 for the second time. And another Cooling Blade from
Wow.
TG! Wow! I was not expecting a GG call there.
I mean, they styled on them so hard that